October 21st, I was 76.
Wow.
Born on October 21, 1942, Judith Susan Blum, famously known as Judge Judy, is a renowned television personality and retired judge. Her 81-year life is celebrated for her no-nonsense attitude and sharp wit, showcased on the courtroom reality show Judge Judy, which aired from 1996 to 2021. Judy began her career in law after graduating from New York Law School in 1965. She worked as a corporate lawyer before becoming a family court prosecutor in 1972. In 1982, she was appointed as a judge in the New York Family Court, where she quickly gained a reputation for her tough, no-nonsense approach to handling cases. Her performance led to a profile in the Los Angeles Times and eventually caught the eye of producers who offered her a TV show. Judge Judy became a massive hit, making Judy one of the highest-paid personalities on television. Over her 25-year run, she earned numerous accolades, including a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and 3 Daytime Emmy Awards. Despite her demanding career, Judge Judy has been proactive about her health even when she suffered a mini-stroke in 2011. But Judy not only bounced back quickly, but also thrived in her career while managing serious health risks. In today's video, we'll share how Judy stays active and healthy and maintains her vitality and strength well into her 80s. We'll discuss about her physical activities, 4 things she eats for her health and longevity, 3 foods she avoids, and her mindset about life, which is very important when we talk about healthy living and longevity. Before moving further, like the video, share it with your friends and family. Subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments what health issues you are facing. So, let's get started. Judy's physical activities. Judy believes that the human body is made up of genes that we can't change, but we can have control over ourselves according to that DNA program to live long and aging healthy.
Because I think that we all have a DNA program in our body. You can change that.
Judy says we always have a choice of being healthy and in shape. That's why Judy has chosen to be in good shape for herself, not only for appearance, but also for health.
You know that you can keep yourself fit and in shape. And I do, and I know that you do.
Judy admires exercising daily, and she walks and jogs on the treadmill for 3 miles in a day. She also does some lightweight exercises to maintain a good posture.
The exercise every day, which I do. 3 miles a day on the treadmill, light weights, I keep my muscle mass, keep your posture straight. You know, keep your posture straight.
Judge Judy has guns.
Guns. And remain limber.
Walking and jogging improve overall blood flow, ensuring that all parts of the body receive adequate oxygen and nutrients. This enhanced circulation supports the health of the cardiovascular system and other organs. A study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association stated that women who usually walked at a brisk pace had a 37% lower risk of any type of stroke as compared to those who didn't walk. So walking or jogging can be a great way, especially for elders, to stay in shape and control their bodies to prevent many diseases. 4 things Judy eats for longevity.
As you get older, you realize that there are very few really important things. Your health, family's health, the world around you.
Judy prioritizes her and her family's health, so she is also conscious about the diet. In 2011, while filming an episode of her popular TV show, Judy experienced a health scare. During the taping, she began speaking in a manner that was unusual and incoherent.
They called the paramedics, and certainly by the time I got to the hospital, I felt fine. And they put me on something called Plavix, which I've been on now for 2 years, afraid to get off because who knows.
Concerned about her well-being, the show's producers immediately took action. She was rushed to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, where doctors determined she had suffered a mini-stroke, also known as a transient ischemic attack.
So I learned from that experience that life is an unknown for me. I'm not really good and vigilant as I should be about keeping up to date with my medical tests and going for annual checkups and that sort of thing.
A transient ischemic attack occurs when there is a temporary reduction in blood flow to the brain, causing stroke-like symptoms that typically resolve within a short period. Despite the seriousness of the situation, Judy's symptoms were promptly addressed, and she rapidly recovered. Her quick response to medical treatment played a crucial role in her recovery. Judy later shared that the experience was a wake-up call, emphasizing the importance of paying attention to one's health. In an interview with OZ Health, Judy and Dr. Oz discussed the foods that can help us prevent such strokes and major health issues. These foods are part of Jody's diet and have many health benefits aiding longevity. Let's get into those foods. Number 1. Salmon. Salmon is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA. It also contains astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant. These antioxidant and fatty acids reduce inflammation in the body, lower blood pressure, and decrease triglyceride levels. Moreover, high potassium levels of salmon reduce blood pressure. Many studies have proved that. The consumption of omega-3 fatty acids from seafood lowers rates of stroke and heart disease. Number 2. Avocado. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, which help reduce bad cholesterol levels, LDL, and increase good cholesterol levels, HDL. This improves overall heart health and reduces the risk of stroke. Elevated homocysteine levels are associated with an increased risk of stroke and heart disease. Avocados are a good source of folate, a B vitamin that plays a key role in reducing homocysteine levels in the blood. Avocados also contain antioxidants like vitamins E and C, as well as carotenoids, which prevent oxidative stress and inflammation. Number 3. Nuts. Nuts contain antioxidants such as vitamin E, selenium, and flavonoids. These antioxidants protect cells from oxidative stress and inflammation, reducing the risk of chronic diseases, including stroke and heart disease. A meta-analysis of 11 studies found a significant 11% lower risk of stroke when comparing high versus low nut consumption. Number 4. Olive oil. Olive oil contains high levels of polyphenols, such as hydroxytyrosol and oleuropein, which protect endothelial cells, or cells lining blood vessels. These polyphenols also promote vasodilation, which widens our blood vessels. So endothelial and vasodilation function leads to better regulation of blood pressure, reducing the risk of stroke. A 2011 research published in the Medical Journal of the American Academy of Neurology, which studies 7,625 people aged 65 and older in France, and found that those who regularly used olive oil for cooking and as dressing had a 41% lower risk of stroke compared to those who never used olive oil. All these foods are unsaturated fats associated with a reduced risk of atherosclerosis and cardiovascular diseases.
Eat foods that are unsaturated fats, like salmon, which you know I adore, avocados, nuts, olive oils. Guys, I'm not torturing you. These foods are eaten by the whole planet, and it's allowed the folks to survive without strokes, so you might want to give it a shot. Now, if you think you or a loved one is experiencing a stroke, remember this acronym.
3 foods Judy avoids. Judy's parents were physically fit, but her mother died at 57 because of misdiagnosed colon cancer. His father also had a gallbladder condition. He was advised to have his gallbladder removed, but he chose not to undergo the surgery. Instead, he became very mindful of his diet.
My mother was 57.
57. And
My father was 71. My mother died from misdiagnosed colon cancer. And she was always healthy. My parents were slim, and my father was most vigilant about his diet. He had a gallbladder condition, and he didn't want to have his gallbladder removed in those days because that was a big deal.
Judy's family has a congenital predisposition to the gallbladder, which means an inherited or genetic tendency to develop conditions or diseases affecting the gallbladder. That's why Judy started having such symptoms in her 30s. When these symptoms appeared, Judy's father told her not to eat some foods. Those foods were eggs and fats.
He said to me, no bacon, no eggs, no fat.
These foods are high in saturated fats, which can lead to an increase in cholesterol levels. Excessive cholesterol in the bile can contribute to the formation of gallstones, a common gallbladder issue. This fat can also contribute to the buildup of plaque in the arteries, known as atherosclerosis. This process involves the accumulation of fatty deposits on the arterial walls, which can narrow and harden the arteries. Atherosclerosis can lead to reduced blood flow and oxygen supply to vital organs, increasing the risk of cardiovascular diseases, including stroke. That's why Judy eliminated these foods from her diet. Judy's mindset about life. Judy mentions a personal anecdote involving Florence Henderson, who inspired her to view age positively. Florence was the first person to tell Judge Judy that age is just a number. They had dinner together when Florence turned 70. During the dinner, Florence had a couple of cocktails and decided to drive herself home. But Judy was concerned, and she suggested taking a cab. Florence confidently assured Judy that she was fine to drive because age couldn't stop her. Florence said 70 is the new 50 for her.
Who told me that an age is just a number the first time? Florence Henderson. I remember having dinner with Flo when she turned 70. And we had dinner, and she had a couple of cocktails, which she was prone to do, and then got into her car to drive home. I said, Flo, you sure you don't want to get into a cab? And, oh, no, I'm fine. I said, you know, 70 is 70. She said, Judy, 70 is the new 50, and it's just a number.
Florence's words and actions left a lasting impression on Judy, reinforcing the idea that how one thinks and acts is more important than their actual age. We can confirm this because Judy was 53 when she started her show, proving that her youthful attitude and energy contributed significantly to her success. Judy has great humor and the ability to find humor even in serious situations.
I feel young, except when I look in a full-length mirror.
Yeah, well, sure. Yeah.
Judy always listens to her heart instead of being concerned about societal expectations or judgments. For instance, Judy has been married 3 times, even twice to the same person. Internal happiness matters to her more than anything. Family is central to Judy's life. She has 5 children and 13 grandchildren, and she often speaks about the joy and fulfillment her family brings her. Despite her demanding career, she prioritizes family time and cherishes her role as a mother and grandmother. Her approach to life, love, and career is characterized by resilience, determination, and a clear sense of purpose. There you have it. The Mediterranean diet, staying in shape and moving, cutting off saturated fat foods, and having a happy and purposeful life. These are the keys to Judy's healthy aging. If you feel inspired by Judy's journey, adopt her golden practices into your life. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon because there are a lot more stories upcoming.